Hello everyone. This is Ashrit from Learn Digital Academy. So in this class, we'll discuss on photo manipulation. So let's start. So here I'm creating a new document. So new file. So whenever you guys are doing photo manipulations, it's up to you guys. Whatever sizes you need, you can take. So here I'm taking some preset sizes. Sorry, here I'm taking custom size like 1980 pixels into 10 1080 you can take, or 1020 you can take, or 1920 1080 you can take. So 1280 you can take. So 1920 into 1280. So here I'm using. So this is in 300 resolution, movie poster size you can say, that is full HD. So and whatever images you guys need, download and keep everything in a single folder. So whenever you guys are doing works, it will be easier to find the images. So here already I have all the required images. So just I'm drag and dropping the background over here. You can see this is a stone background. So there is a no sky, only the bottom part is there. That is only a floor part. Just place it, rescale it. So then here you can see one sky. So again, just I'm drag and dropping the sky. Bottom part is different. The sky part is different. So photo manipulations we are doing. So that's why each and individual things you need to take in your customs. You can download and you can place. So just place the sky properly, rescale it. You can see some text over there, the unwanted area. So with the help of mask, I'm erasing the unwanted area. So you can see I'm erasing. In the layers, you can see already it is in a mask. With the help of mask, you can erase. So just I decreased the opacity to my erasing purpose. So once the erasing is done, so just increase the opacity. Yes. So now it's done. So just I got my opacity to 100%. So now I need this character with lamp. So each and individual thing you need to extract. I don't need a background. So I need only the character or only the subject. So with the help of pen tool, I'm extracting this image from the background. So I hope you guys know how to use the pen tool, because already we discussed on many things. So just I'm fast forwarding this thing. So very quickly I'm selecting. So you guys know why I'm using a pen tool. So pen tool will give you a better output, a quality output. So whenever you are extracting any images, at least make sure that you are in 300 to 400% zooming level. In the left bottom, you can see currently I'm in 500% zooming. So if it is 300 to 400%, when you zoomed out and when you fit to screen in 100%, it will give you a proper output. So it will take a lot more time to select. So just I'm selecting in a very quick and very fast. and make sure that your starting point should be the ending point, otherwise you can't able to get a selection over here, because as we are using a pen tool, a very quick and a very fast, it's a fast forwarded one also. For airs and all, very roughly I'm selecting. So once the selection is done, you can see a line like this. The same thing, I need this lamp also. I'm selecting the lamp also. The unwanted area you can deselect. Otherwise, after selecting, you can erase it. Now you can see here also the lamp is selected. There the character I have selected already. So once the things are done, just apply selection. In the top end you can see selection. Otherwise, press Control Enter. You will get this dotted lines. So then go for refine edges, because I need hair part, hair details and all. So already you can see the selections. So in the top you can see refine edge option also. So just click on that. A new window or a new tab will open. So this refine edge depends on the kind of image which you are using. So just follow the process. For different kind of images, the value may differ, the output may differ. You can see the in between hairs also. So just I'm concentrating on flying hairs. If you need any edges, yes. So this is our alpha mode. You can see the white part is our selected, and output I'm giving it for new layer with the layer mask. You can see in the layer I have a new layer with a layer mask. So now I have my selection. Just drag and drop to your working file. Rescale it and place it. Yes. So the things are done. You can transform it. You can flip it. So then I need this polar bear. Again, repeat the process. So with the help of pen tool only, I'm extracting this polar bear from the background. So each and individual time you need to do selections. Always make sure that you are doing proper selection. So a lot more time I prefer pen tool only. So here edges you can see the furry effect. Randomly I'm selecting only the borders. So later on that I will go with refine edge, and then I will do the same process as we did for a previous image near hair detailing. Yes. The selection is done. Apply selection. Then again go for refine edges. Repeat the process. The white part and black part you can see. The white part is our selected one. So now you can see it is in a red background. The hair detail where you need just with the help of a brush it up. You will get a proper and a sharp, beautiful hair and fur over there. So as initially I mentioned, like these things are completely depend on what kind of work you are doing and what kind of images you are using. Where and all you need a detail here and for just brush in that area only. So if it is not required, don't brush or don't go for refine edges. Yeah, almost the selection is done. Almost I got a final product over here with the hair details. Yeah, fine. Only left with the face part. Do the same thing here, the face part also. Almost done. Make sure check in black and white. The white part is your selected one. That means the polar bear. So do some adjustments as shown above, like adjust edge, smooth feather, contra, and all. Now this is your selected product. You can see now also this is in a new layer with a layer mask. Just drag and drop and place it. Rescale it. Yes. So the polar bear I took from a different image. The character I took from a different image. Sky is a different, and the bottom, the stone base is a different. Now I need to place each and individual things a very proper way. Yeah, almost looks beautiful. Almost looks good over here. So now I'm creating one empty layer and I'm adding connecting shadows. So because we are placing everything artificial, right? So if the bear is there or if any object is there, we need to place a shadow. Then I'm changing a blend mode. Maybe it will work with the overlay or multiply or any other thing. So which looks good and which gives you better output, use that. And of course, again, you need to play with opacity also. Shadows are very important whenever you guys are doing this kind of artworks. Now you can see shadows are in different layer, character subjects are in different layer. Everything is editable as everything is in individual layers. Yeah, then I'm adding a few more things. So here I'm adding brightness and contra. I need to match color. So then again, one more thing I'm adding, each and individual things I'm adding in adjustment layers. So this one I'm using exposure. So if you need more darker, decrease the exposure. If you need more brighter, play with the brightness and contour exposures also. Here I'm playing with exposure and offset. Yeah, this looks pretty decent for me. Then again, one more adjustment layer I'm adding. So here I'm adding curves. So curves also, it will help you to do some color corrections according to the colors. So here you can see whatever adjustments I'm doing. Preview also you can see over. Then here I'm playing with individual channels like RGB. We have three different channels. Now currently I am selecting red. So now it is in a blue. So blue channel I'm playing. Yeah. So then again I'm adding one more adjustment layer. So currently I'm adding a photo filter. To overall view, I want to make a single color combination. So that's why I'm adding one photo filter with the orange tone. So then I'm creating one empty layer. So with the empty layer, I'm using few brushes and colors. So this is for what purpose? So let's show you. So just I'm picking a color like very light tone, like light yellow, light cream color and all. So here you can see the lamp, right? I want to add a light in that lantern or a lamp. So that's why I'm using a new empty layer with a brush. So just I'm brushing, just I'm clicking on the lamp. You can see a glow kind of thing. Yes. So you can see it's too much brightness. So you can decrease the size and make sure you are using hardness zero level brush. So then only it feel like a light is scattering or light is spreading over there. So wherever you need, place it. So like inside the lamp or very near to the lamp. So then here directly without adjustment layer, I'm adding directly brightness and contour to the particular layer. Yes. So place it. Then I want to do few more things. Yeah. So you can see one black solid layer over here. That is a new layer. So edges and all I need in a very dark shade. That's why I created a black layer. In the from the middle, I'm erasing it. So only the corners and in between I need a proper the edges, the corners and all I need are in a darker shade. So that's why I'm using one black layer. You can see now after adding and after removing the unwanted things, the edges are black. Only I can concentrate on the middle part, which is in a brighter shade. Yeah. So then again a few more changes. So you will get lot more brushes actually. So you can download and you can install in Photoshop. So here I'm using some flies and bees. This is your brush presets and brush settings like shape dynamics, scatter, transform, each and individual thing you can change. So here as it is a evening scene or as it is a dark night scene, I'm adding some bees over here. Maybe bees, flies or some insects, flying insects. Yes. I'm getting. So just play with the brush size. Wherever you need, just click over there. So now you can see I'm adding few bees or a few elements over there. So maybe if it is a flies, not an issue. If it is any other thing, also not an issue. So small detailing will impact more. So then the few more final touch-ups I'm adding. Here I'm using color lookup. So in color lookup, we have a lot more options you can change. So now I added a color lookup, and then I'm changing the blend mode to multiply. And again, I'm decreasing the opacity because I need to focus on few things and I don't want to focus on few things. That's why I'm adding lot more adjustment layers over here. Yes. So now you can see very decent color over here. So after changing the blend modes, you will get lot more different output over here. So which looks better and which looks good. So leave that blend options. The final thing I'm adding with gradient. So again, in a gradient, you can play with the colors, you can play with opacity, and you can play with the blend layers also. So currently it is in a multiply with opacity of 17. It's up to you guys. You can give opacity, whatever opacity you need. So in small things, you can see a lot more changes. Almost I'm done with the photo manipulation. So just I was checking what extra I can do or what extra I need to place over here. Yes. I hope the session was informative. We'll catch up in the next session.